Hey y'all, it is Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. I am very excited to be here for my little segment in the free spring jingle mingle event. Y'all have probably heard me talking about this for several weeks now. And I've got some really cute projects that we're going to be doing with this Sweet Spring Blooms printable bundle that I designed specifically for the Jingle Mingle event. How precious is this? The printable bundle alone is really precious, but once we zhuzh it up a little bit and do a couple things to it, it's going to become even more precious. So y'all hop in, tell me hello. When you do, will you please share this video? We would greatly appreciate that. And we have a full day of so many awesome presenters today and tomorrow. And I know anytime y'all can share our videos, it just helps us so much. So we would love if you would do that. Hello, Ann and Sandy and Barb. Hello, friends. Come on in, come on in. Lacey, that is on my team and part of Team Wilshire, is going to be sending out the broadcast, sharing it into the Jingle Mingle Facebook group. So hopefully everybody's going to start finding us here in the next few minutes. Hey, Chris and Barb and Dawn and Sharon. I know a lot of you, if you're already in my community, or some of you that maybe found me through the Jingle Mingle Facebook group, have already scooped up your Sweet Spring Blooms printable bundle. So if you already have it, just say, got it, girl, something like that. Something like that to let me know. I also want to know if you guys are crafting and creating along with me today, or are you just watching, hanging out, and then you're going to craft and do all the things later? I would love to know. Love the rain boots. I do love those rain boots too. Let me show you. Hello, you guys. Thank you for sharing. So these are the two projects that I have already done, before Jingle Mingle, so that I could show you the finished project, same thing, right? And then we're going to be doing two today as well. So since I have already done the rain boots, can we take a moment for the texture and the dimension that these flowers bring to this? Like, it's cute just putting it in a picture frame and calling it done. I see you guys. Got it, girl. Got it, girl. I love it. I mean, that is obviously cute just as is, but you add those flowers, it just takes it over the edge. So this is just an 8x10 picture frame, okay? This one's from Amazon. You can use any picture frame of choice. I know, Terry, work just gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? And then this is the other one, the more crafty one that we're gonna be doing with this arched wood piece that came from Michael. So when you get the printable, you're also gonna get the supply list. And in the supply list, I have the link to this board from Michael's. If y'all haven't gotten the printable and supply list yet, you still can. It's in the description of this video. If you're watching on my Facebook page and not inside the Jingle Mingle group, you should be able to also comment Bloom and it'll send the link to your messenger. If you're watching inside a group, the keyword thing won't work. But either way, all the links are in the description of the video too. Good. Sharon said, got it. Amazing printables. Thank you. Thank you. So we're going to be recreating this one today. I'm going to get these put back over here. Hold on. I'm going to get these behind me so I got room in my little station. But I'm going to use two of the ones that I haven't done yet. So I have not done the fence. I've done this one and I've done this one. So I haven't done the fence or the watering can. I also want to know which one's your favorite. I always make people pick favorites and they're like, don't make me. But I just like to know. I have to say, I do believe that the rain boots are my favorite, but I love them all very, very much. So yeah. Hello, you guys. Thank you for being here. So tell me which one's your favorite. We're going to do the fence and here, and then I have a picture frame. We'll do that at the end because that's going to be easy and quick. We'll do our craft project first. But before I get started, just real quick, in case we have anybody new to me that is watching, excuse me. I see a lot of my regulars. I see a lot of my community on here. But if you are new, will you please say newbie in the comments so that I can say hello and we can welcome you. But hi, I'm Stacy. I'm the owner of Wilshire Collections, and I love all things decorating and DIY and helping you guys create homes and spaces that bring you joy. So I do printables, I design pillows, I, do a ton of other types of just everyday crafting or regular crafting or whatever you want to call it. And I just love all things related to home. I'm also shopping obsessed, but that's another story. And hold on. This isn't what this live is about, but I can also now say I'm a published author. That'll never feel normal. My book, This is Bigger, How Community Calling Encourage Create Impact, literally it went on pre-order like a month ago, and it is now shipping out to all the people that pre-ordered. But if you didn't pre-order and you still want to get a copy, you can. Hello, Donna, newbie. Rhonda's a newbie. Jody's a newbie. Hello. But this is so surreal, y'all. These are shipping out right now. So a lot of you guys have already gotten your book. If you have, tell me everything. We won't talk about the book the whole time, I promise. But anyways, this is my book, you guys. It's an actual book that I wrote with my actual brain and my actual hand. Like, it's insane. Dream come true. So anyways, that's me in a nutshell. If you are not following along on my Wilshire page, I would love to have you. We have a lot of fun doing kind of just all the things over there. I also, look at all these newbies. Hello, Patricia. I also want to show you guys real quick, because I mentioned I do printables, pillows, decorating, DIY, all the things. Yay, Jeanette and Teresa got her book. She's almost done with it. You've read almost half, Brenda. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a whole separate live just to talk about all the book stuff, because so many of y'all are already reading it, which makes me so happy. But these printables that I did for this event are ones that I designed specifically for this event. They're on my website. Like I mentioned, you can purchase it. You get this and the printable plus a supply list. But every single month, I design printables for my PC girls, which is my printable club. So I have had this group for over 5 years now, 5 going on 6. Oh my goodness. And every month I design 6 printable bundles that get put into the printable club member area. From there, you can download them, print them. You can print them from home, or any place that makes copies will print them for you. Every month, and my PC girls that are on here, they can testify to this. It's like Christmas, right? Because usually it's the first of the month is when they come out, unless that falls on a weekend or holiday. But on the first, people are logging into that member area, and it's like Christmas because you get these exciting surprise printables every single month. So I want to show you guys real quick what is in the printable club for March, which is the current month we're in, obviously. And if you do join the printable club, you would get access to all of these right now. So if you like what I do today, if you're like, hey, I'm kind of liking this printable idea, you will love the printable club. It's only $20 a month. And it's a $42 value. So you're basically saving over 50% by being in the club. So in no real particular order, bundle number 1 inside the club this month are wildflower bunnies. And y'all, this is like Insta art. You know how they have Instacart? This is Insta art, okay? Literally, you can craft with these, but you don't have to. Print them, frame them, boom. Boom, print them, frame them, and you're done, okay? I use cardstock paper almost 95% of the time, unless I'm using some kind of specialty paper. I just use a cardstock paper. So that's bundle number 1. Bundle number 2, which everybody loved that one this month, but also everyone is loving this one because these are the textured flowers. I have to get it up really close for you to see just how textury and good these are. So you can see that I do them in a variety of sizes. The first bundle I showed you was full size. This is 5x7. Okay, so we've got bundle 2. I'll show you something I made with that here in a minute. Bundle 3, this little cutie matches, thank you guys for sharing, matches the pillow that went out in my pillow cover club this month. Oh, Jamie says, I always think they can't get any better, and Stacy somehow keeps outdoing herself. Thank you. Is this one not precious, you guys? So that's bundle number 3. Bundle number 4 is related to my book. This is bigger. So these are some quotes from the book that I shared during our book party week a month or so ago. So I made those into some printables. So cute and so meaningful. Bundle number 5, these 2 are the exclusives in the club. So every month the Printable Club gets 2 printables that are nowhere else. You can't get them on my website or anywhere. They're just for the PC girls. So the first exclusive is this little sweet farm animal bundle. You guys, can we take a moment? I'm a sucker for a bunny butt, and I know lots of my friends are big cow lovers, Highland cows, regular cows, all the cows, you know, whatever. So stinking cute, the horse, the lamb, all of that. So that's bundle number 5. Last but not least, our Easter bundle. I know this is backwards to you guys, but these are churches and crosses that have some awesome little sayings and scriptures on them. So, so beautiful. Again, you could just print and put these in a 5x7 picture frame, or you could get crafty with them. So that is all the printables that are in the club, as well as this free seasonal starter pack. So when you join, you will get this free starter pack, which is 12 pages of seasonal printables that literally cover all the seasons. And you can get you an 8x10 picture frame and just swap them out, okay? So the link for Printable Club is in the description of this video. And if you're watching, not in the group, but on my page, you can type printable and it's gonna send you the link to your messenger. Thank you, Janice. It is the best bang for your buck, for sure. For sure. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get started on our crafting. And if y'all have questions about printables, about crafting with them, where do you print them, how do you print them, please ask as I'm, going along, but I definitely want to get started on our craft. Try the printables for 1 month. You won't be disappointed, Elizabeth says. I mean, I'd have to agree with you, Elizabeth, but obviously I know I'm biased because I have been crafting and creating with printables, like I said, for 6 years now, but they aren't getting old. I mean, they are truly... All the ones I just showed are in the Printable Club, Pam. The only one that's not is this one. This is an extra. If you're in the club, this starter pack is in the member area for all of you guys. So we emailed about it back several months ago when I did it. But if you log into your member area, I believe it's at the top of the homepage, okay? Yep, the seasonal starter pack is in the member area. Absolutely. Everybody, current and new people, get that for sure. But anyways, it's such an easy way to update your decor. Like if you're like me, I like to change things up for the seasons. Okay, I'm using Deco Art. It's backwards to you, but this is raw umber. This is my favorite brown to use for like a stained look. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna grab a baby white and then we're gonna grab a foam brush, and we're gonna stain the inside because this arch has, thank you, Patricia, it has like 2 layers. So we're gonna stain our inside. And I'm thinking, because on this one I did the stain and then the green, I think I'm gonna do stain and pink on the one that I'm doing today, just to have, a little variety. So I'm just gonna go around the inside of this arch. We're not going to worry if we get, a little bit of this brown paint on the rest of it. It's not going to be a big deal because we'll be, covering that or whatever. You actually could, if you wanted to, stain the whole thing if you were worried about that. And then you could put your pink or green or whatever color you do on this outer edge. You could just paint right over that. So honestly, it's just, personal preference, however y'all want to do it. But I think I'm just going to stain just this part here. So all I'm doing is putting that paint down, and then I'm taking my baby wipe and kind of wiping it off. And that's going to give it, thank you, Diane. Sometimes I wonder how I keep coming up with stuff every month too. I'm going to be real honest, because doing this for 6 years, at the start of a season, I'll be like, all right, it's bunny time again. What can we come up with that we haven't already done? And like, I always get a little bit like, am I going to be able to pull it off? Am I going to be able to come up with more Christmas printables? And every year I do. And I don't know, it's by the grace of God, that's all I know, because but things are always changing, and styles and whatever are evolving. But what I was going to say is, we've been talking about this a lot over on my page and, you know, with my community, is some of us, maybe not all of us, but some of us have been a little disappointed in the stores lately with their seasonal decor. And let me know if you've experienced this too, where you're like, all right, you know, and I love Hobby Lobby. I love all these stores. I'm TJ Maxx, even Home Goods. I'm not knocking any of those, but I'm like, literally, I'm like, all right, the spring's out at Hobby Lobby. Let's go, you know, let's go shop. Let's go buy some stuff. And then I get there and I'm like, buy 2 things that are not even, you know, the best, because I just am not that in love. Like, I have been highly disappointed in my TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and they usually never let me down. But I don't think, as far as like spring decor goes, like a bunny or what, have I bought anything new, y'all, this year from there? I've bought some new stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure if I have from there. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna make sure I've got my inside all covered good. So my point is, if you've ever felt a little bit frustrated, I'm gonna pull my comments up over here because they're going too fast. Definitely. No, this hobby or this surface is from Michael's. It's from Michael's. Wait, where's my live? There we are. Okay, I've got it pulled up over here. Christine says that has to be difficult for many crafters. How to come up with something different? Yes. What color paint am I using? I am using Deco Art Raw Umber, which is just a shade of brown. If you don't have that color in your stash, absolutely you can use, you know, any color brown that you like, but I always prefer using paint over stain. I mean, yeah, paint over stain, because like real stain is just smelly. And so this is just an easy way to get a stained look without having to bust out the stain. So, all right, sorry, I just need to get those corners a little bit. But my whole point is that if you've ever been frustrated shopping in stores, that's why I love printables so much, because you can use them. Update your decor for spring. Like, this is not even half of the stuff I've done this spring with printables. Most of it is actually in my house because I'm using it, but then I pulled some stuff from my shelves to bring back here for today's live because it was looking bare, but it's because I'm actually using the stuff that I'm, you know, creating or whatever. So, okay. So now we have that stained. We're going to sand it and stuff in a minute, but we don't need to do that just yet. I poured way too much brown paint on my plate, but it's fine. Okay, so for the pink part, I'm going to use Deco Art Baby Pink. There is another color that they have called Cotton Candy that I also really, really love. That's like a light pink, but again, it is the smaller one, Marnie. So this is the one that is 9 by 12, I believe. They do have 2 different sizes on their site. Yeah, 8, almost 8 by 12. It's the smaller one though. And the printable is sized to fit exactly perfectly inside this small one, okay? So I'm gonna use the baby pink today, but any shade of pink, because really all of these printables kind of have multiple shades of pinks and greens. So anything like that will work. I'm gonna use the baby pink. The one that I used on this green frame back here is Aloe, which is also by Deco Art. So that's a beautiful shade of green if you wanna go that route. We're just gonna grab a foam brush again. Keep it easy. All right, so now I'm gonna go over my edge here with the pink. This will be a fun little change from the other one. And we're gonna see once we get this pink on here, but I might actually add a little something over this pink once we get it painted. So I'll tell you about that here in a minute. I'll tell you all about that. Tammy, this frame here, is that what you're talking about? This is from Michael's. So when you get the Sweet Spring Blooms printable, say that 10 times fast. Sweet Spring Blooms printable bundle, it comes with the supply list, and I provide the link to the frame from Michael's, the arch frame. But it is from Michael's if you want to check your store or check their website or whatever. So, and then the regular picture frame, wherever that is, that was an Amazon picture frame. I need to move these printables before I get paint on them. Printables allow you to change the look so easy. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are the sweetest. Y'all take your sweet peels today. I think you did. Who is crafting along with me? Let me know in the comments if you guys are crafting along, or are you just watching and you're going to craft later? Are all the printables today sized to fit that frame? Yes. So only, not the ones that are in the printable club, but all of these, this arch, I'll show you when we get to this part where, sorry, I got paint on my hands, cutting it out. But yes, this bundle is created specifically for this frame, okay? Or you can just put it in a picture frame by itself. But yes, it should be sized to fit pretty darn perfectly. So I created this bundle. A lot of times when I'm creating printable bundles, I don't necessarily have a specific project in mind, but this one was created for this specific project, which is why it's, sized so perfectly. But obviously you can do lots of things with it. Craft later, watching now, watch now, craft later. Deanna's crafting now. Fun, Deanna. I can't wait to see y'all's, your versions of your projects. Chris is crafting along. Awesome, awesome. Aw, Tammy says, I love being a member of the Printable Club. So many cute designs to craft with. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we got one coat of our pink on, y'all. Is anybody else just the messiest painters you know? Oh, good. Jen's getting her frames from Michael's today. Awesome, awesome, Jen. You'll be crafting in no time. Crafting along. All right, we're going to use our heat gun and dry this just a little bit. Oh, Pam, I hope you're doing well from your surgery. Oh, fun, Gail. I love that. Crafting with me today, but you got a head start. Awesome. Cannot wait to see what all you guys do. Okay. I'm trying to make a game time decision here. I think I know my decision. Do I? I do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this is where we're at so far, and I'm loving this, but I want to tone down this pink just a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to my brown that we had poured out earlier. Hold on, first I'm gonna get some of this off my hands. We're gonna go back to our brown. Actually, I lied. First, we're going to take our sander, okay? This is just a little hand sander thing. Love this. You can get them on Amazon, at most hardware stores. You could use sandpaper, sand block, whatever. But I'm going to go around and kind of get this sanded. And even just sanding it a little bit will kind of tone down the color. And then it brings, brings through that raw wood underneath, which is really cute. But we're gonna do that. And then, okay. Cute. Okay, can y'all see how it's now got some of the distressing around the sides? Oh, Dina, yay! Thank you. That's so exciting. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Natalie. She says, I'm crafting later, obsessed with the curved picture frame. It's so cute. It's just so unique and different, I have mine. This one is styled on a little bookshelf in my coffee bar area. It looks so cute, y'all. I'll share pictures. Well, I already have, but I'll share more. Okay. So now we're going to take our brown. Let me grab it. Ooh, I'm almost out of paper towels. We're going to have a paper towel emergency here in a minute, but I think I'm good. All right, I'm taking my same foam brush that I just used to stain this, okay? I'm gonna dip it in my brown, but then I'm gonna dip on my paper towel, okay? So you do not want a lot of paint on your brush. And then I'm just going to lightly go over this. And I'm gonna hold it up here in a second so you can kind of see. This is basically, a lot of times when I do what I call a dry brushing technique, I will use a chip brush but you can get this pretty much, it's a little bit of a different look using a foam brush, but similar at the same time. And it just depends on the project. But the key is you want to lightly, I did distress the green one as well. I did not go over the green one like this, but you totally could. Let me show you the difference between the side that I've added the brown. So can you see how that kind of just adds that extra dimension and texture versus this side that's just more, you know, plain, which either one's fine, y'all. It's a matter of personal preference and what you like, but I'm liking the way this is kind of tying the brown together. But the key, like I said, is not a lot of paint, okay? Make sure you dab it off. And then you just want to be very, what's the word? Light-handed, okay? Don't be heavy-handed with it because the goal is not to cover it with this brown. We're just lightly adding some brown to it. And you can kind of go like on your corners and you can make it a little bit darker. I mean, oh, see, okay. I'm going to show y'all because this is, look what I did. What did I not do? This part of the segment is what not to do while crafting. And I forgot to dab on my paper towel, but we're not stressing, okay? We're going to take our baby wipe. We're going to wipe that brown paint right off where I got a little heavy-handed. Okay, we're going to take our sander. We're going to sand a little bit more. And now nobody's going to know. And we're going to keep going with it, okay? I'll just see if y'all are paying attention. Were you? Were you like, no, she didn't dab her paper towel. I'm sitting here telling you guys what to do. I declare. Sometimes I need to just follow my own advice. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. We can fix things. That's the good thing about crafting and paint. Paint can be painted over. Paint can be fixed. Paint can be, you know, whatever. So we don't, oh, I just messed up again, but no, I didn't. No, I didn't. We don't stress about this stuff over here, okay? Okay. All right. Let me get it, finally. Finally. All right, so now, oh, y'all, hot mess, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing real quick on my sides because we want it to all, you know, all match. So I'm just lightly going around with my foam brush. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do, right? Exactly. Oh my gosh. That's a story of my life these days. I'm telling you. That's funny. That's funny right there. Y'all, I used to get mortified. I write about this in the book, but I used to get mortified at things like that. Like if I was to mess up on a live, I'd be like, I quit. I retire. I'm done. Like, I'm so embarrassed. And now, y'all, the things, I mean, my people know. My people know the things I have done on a live that would really embarrass some people. Now I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm human. Spoiler alert, I am human. And I make mistakes just like everybody else. So hopefully it actually makes you feel better about yourself, you know? So anywho, okay, we're going to set this over here, throw this away. We're actually done with our paint. So let's set this over here. Okay. So now for the printable. Yes, my book is out. It is out. I got the link for it in the comments or the description of the video too. So if anybody does still want to get a copy of my book, this is bigger, you can do that. It is very exciting and it'll ship to you right away. So, okay, so like I mentioned, y'all can pick any of these that you want to use inside your arched frame, okay? Which one's your favorite? You know, the frame that's a good question. The frame does not stand up great on its own. It's like it has to be positioned just right, but you could either put it on an easel or use it as a leaner. I do leaners all the time where you lean it against a wall or a shelf, or, you know, if it's on a shelf on a wall, or you can set something behind it to make it stand up. I'm queen of that too. If I have something that's not standing up the way I want it to, I'll just put a little candle behind it or a little, you know, block of wood or something just to kind of prop it up. So there's definitely ways to do that. So I'm going to be using the fence today inside of this one because like I said, I've already used a couple of the others. All I did, you guys, and I just pre-cut this just to save time because we got a lot we got to do today, but I just cut right inside the colored line. So if you're using one with the green plaid, cut right inside the pink line. If you're using the pink plaid, cut right inside the green line. So you're not going to see the green or the pink or the whatever color, okay? And that should make it pretty perfectly sized. If you do that and it's just, you know, a little bit off, which might have to do with your like cutting skills, and I say that with all the love in my heart because mine was a little messed up too, and I just had to kind of keep shaving it down. So you'll just kind of want to, you know, put it in there, check, and then eventually you're going to have it perfectly sized for the inside of your arched frame, okay? So now I'm going to grab my handy dandy Mod Podge, okay? This is going to become, I know, Diane, you want to make all 4, but the good news is you can. You could make 400 if you want, because once you get this printable, you could make 400 copies for 400 of your closest friends. So you can make as many as you want. But this is matte Mod Podge. I use this all the time with printables. I also use a lot of removable tape. So you can buy this stuff, AdTech removable tape, Hobby Lobby, Amazon, etc. I do that if I want it to be interchangeable. Like if I want to be able to swap out my printable. Do I have one over here that I've done that on? Well, I did that on this box. So we made this box in my decorating and creating community. How cute is that? But instead of Mod Podging it, I just used the removable tape, okay? And it's got the bow on the other side. We filled it with some Dollar Tree florals, the little boxes from Michael's. But now, because the sides of my box are neutral, what season's next? When we're done with bunnies, I could swap this out for a summery floral printable bundle. When fall comes along, I could do fall stuff. You get the idea. So a removable tape is a game changer too for certain projects. But today we're going to use the Mod Podge, and we're just going to, thank you guys. Any questions as I'm going? Let me know. I'm going to, what am I doing? I'm going to use Mod Podge, okay? And I'm just gonna put it straight down on my surface. I prefer to put it on the surface and not on the printable itself. Every now and then you do have to kind of put it on the printable, but very rarely. Usually you're just putting Mod Podge right on your surface. The key with this, some people get really intimidated by Mod Podge and, you know, whatever, but we have tricks. If you get bubbles, I got lots of tricks I can teach you. But B, it's not scary. You just have to remember it has to be like Goldilocks, okay? Not too much, not too little, just right. And if you get just the right amount, you don't want to gloopity glop this on where it's like, because that's going to cause bubbles and troubles. You don't want to barely do it because it's not going to stick well, right? So if you get it just in the middle like Goldilocks, you're going to be just fine, okay? So while it's still wet, we're just going to take our printable, put it right down inside there. You can use a credit card or something to kind of, you know, smooth it out. I usually just use my fingers and then hope that there's no paint on them or anything and it doesn't mess up my printable, but you get the idea, okay? Boom. If you need a little backup reinforcement to help things kind of stick, which it's a little bit harder in this type of surface, but you can grab some parchment paper like so. And then if you have a little, like a travel iron or a little craft iron, I know I love Mod Podge too. Every time when people are like, oh, a Mod Podge, I'm like, you gotta give it a try. It's not that scary, but you can take your parchment paper and your little iron and just kind of go over the printable. That will A, make it really smooth, make it stick really well. B, if you do happen to get any bubbles in your printable, that's gonna help get rid of those bubbles. The key with this, parchment paper, not wax paper, okay? Wax paper, you might end up calling the fire department. It won't end pretty if you use wax paper, okay? So parchment paper, just like you cook your cookies on, right? All right, so now we have that done. Now this is where you could stop right here and boom, you've got a cute little spring, shelf, sitter, display, whatever, right? But we don't want to stop here because we want to keep going, right? So what I'm using next are some flower embellishments. So in the supply list, I told you guys that you can get these at Hobby Lobby or Michael's has them. Amazon probably has some too. The ones that I'm going to be using are Paper Studio. Thanks, Debbie. The Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby, okay? You can get these over in their scrapbooking section. Definitely wait till they go on sale because they're a little pricey. I mean, $6.99 for a pack, but they have a lot in them and they go a long way. So I've got this pack of pink. I've got this pack of yellows. I've got this pack of these pink ones that have the taller stems. Yes, they would make an amazing gift. I agree, Patty. I want to know too, if y'all are crafting along with me, which one are you using inside your arch? Just say like boots, fence, bird, you know, you get the idea. Okay, great question, Lori. Let me answer that here in 1 second. And then I don't know that I'll be using all of these, but I'm just showing you some of the ones that I did grab from Hobby Lobby. So they have lots and lots of different options. You can also get some, these have already been taken out of the packages, but here's some that I had gotten from Michael's. So they have lots of cute little choices too. And you know what? I'm going to be a good girl and I am going to Mod Podge over the top. Somebody asked about that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Here's the deal. Technically, to seal your projects, yes, you Mod Podge over the top. Do I always do that? No. For me, it just depends on the project. It depends on where and how it's going to be used. If I think it's going to get touched and moved or food splattered on it or, you know, in my kitchen or something, then I'll definitely seal it. But a lot of times I don't, you guys. It honestly just depends, but I'm going to go ahead and do it just so you guys can see how it's done. It's literally the same thing. Now here is one thing that might happen, and it's happening a little bit, okay? I've got my top coat of Mod Podge on there, but I'm starting to get a little bubble right up here. Can y'all see my bubble? No trouble. No trouble. Don't let the bubbles get you in troubles, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're going to fully dry this. When you use parchment paper and an iron on your top coat, it has to be fully dry. If I was to put the parchment paper and iron on there when it was still tacky and sticky, it would rip my printable, peel it up, etc. So you want to be sure that you cannot, oh, thanks, Christine, that you cannot, you know, feel any sticky at all. So once you get it as dry as can be, then you're going to do the same thing that we did just a minute ago. And what this is doing is it's basically reactivating that glue underneath and remelting it, and it will, oh, there goes all my printables, y'all. I just knocked them off. It will just smooth it right out, okay? Yep, we did it. We got rid of that bubble. I'm gonna get up there real good just to make sure that that's it. So now we have a sealed project, okay? Which, I mean, I do recommend doing that for most things. I just don't always do it. Okay, we're just gonna get that over to the side right now. It's fine. Okay, so let's add some flower embellishments to this. This is where you just get to get creative and have fun with it. Now, I know I want to use a couple of these taller ones on this because this has some tall, wispy type flowers. So I'm going to open this one up. And I may actually, I have not used these tall yellow ones yet, so I may use a pink and a yellow, tall yellow one. And then if you need to cut the little stems at all, you can. So what I'm gonna do is kind of get these placed down on here how I want them. And then I'll figure out, you know, if I wanna cut things, etc. So I'm gonna do a tall pink. And you know what? Because we can do whatever we want with this printable, I'm gonna make the pink, I'm gonna make these tall ones a little bit taller than what's on the printable, okay? So we're just gonna kind of do it like so. And then I'm gonna cut this, whoops, right about there. Maybe. Ooh, these are horrible. Oh my Lanta, let me get my good ones. I just bought those as a backup, but I just discovered those are horrible. Okay. Okay, much better. All right, so we've got that one that we're gonna put down. I'll do this one sort of right over here-ish. Cut a little bit of that stem off. Y'all, my Lanta, they got some strong wire in here. Okay, then we're gonna use some of these little individual pink ones. And you know what? I have a package already open. Well, oh, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Okay, let's open some of these individual pink ones. And then some of the individual yellows. So I'm mostly gonna be doing the pink and the yellow. I think this medium shade of yellow is really pretty. And so I'm not even, don't worry about where the flowers are on the printable itself. Just literally lay them down wherever you want. It's your project, it's your situation. So you get to, you do you, boo. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. So I'm just kind of adding some extras here and there. Hold on, I think I want to use this darker pink. Oh yeah, that's cute. And you can cover the existing flowers for sure. I'm just saying, don't feel like you have to do that. Don't feel like you have to. Okay. We're gonna do this shade of pink right here, and then maybe this lighter yellow down here, like it's coming out of the fence. And I don't want to like go too crazy with this, but and you could do some at the bottom. Thank you guys for sharing, appreciate it. Let me see what I think about having some down in the bottom, like they're in the grass, you know. We're just playing right now. We're just playing. Oops, what just happened? Oh, I had a runaway leaf. I'm not sure. I'm actually a little torn on what I think about them at the bottom. What do you guys think? I can't really lift this up because they're not glued yet. But yes or no to the bottom. Tell me what y'all would do. Okay, I'm gonna grab my glue gun and go ahead and glue these top ones. I'm kind of, well, I wanna know what y'all think, but I'm kind of leaning towards not on the bottom. Oh my gosh, what's happening to my glue gun? Not today. Not today, glue gun. I need you today. I need you. Okay, be careful. Do not burn your finger as you put this down. Okay. You could use super glue too, either way. Super cute. No to the bottom, no to the bottom. Ooh, Julie, that's so exciting. You just got your book. Ah. Oh, Jana says, hey, Stacy. Hey, Lacey. And y'all, did I say Lacey was on here? Lacey is part of Team Wilshire, and she's on today. So if y'all have questions, need things, she's in the I think I did say that at the beginning, but she's in here in the comments helping out too if you guys need anything, because Kelly is headed on vacay. She's usually the one on my lives helping me out, but she is on her way to a fabulous vacation right now. Therefore, she's off. She's off the clock, y'all. Off the clock. Okay. Let me see what y'all are saying about the bottom. Just 3 on the bottom, like the simpler design. Honestly, I'm not liking the bottom. The more I sit here and look at it, nope, I don't like it. But that is so cute, you guys. Because we don't want to overpower, because the design is so cute by itself. You don't want to overpower it, right? So I feel like that's enough. That's enough. What do y'all think? We got to do our picture frame. And if you guys twist, 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 which means twist my arm. That's what I say on my page when I have a top secret, thing that I want to share with you. If you twist, 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 I have something very exciting, cute. There you are, Lacey. Hello, hello. Very exciting, cute, all the things to show with you guys. Show you guys. Okay, so here is the picture frame I'm using for this one with the watering can. This frame is from Kirkland. So if you guys have a Kirkland's near you, that's where I got this picture frame. Again, it's an 8x10. Any 8x10 is going to, work for this. So yes, if y'all like them on the bottom, you could definitely add some to the bottom, okay? And I'll show you, let me just hold this up so you can see if you're working on this one. That is where I added flowers to this one. So I did a couple of the tall ones, did one right there, and then a few down in the grass. And then on the boots one, I also only did them up at the top coming out of the boots. You obviously could do them in the grass too if you wanted to, but that's how I chose to do mine. But yes, that's what's fun about crafting and just all of this in general, right? As you get to do what you want. All right, let's start willy-nilly placing some of these on here, and we're just gonna figure out where we want them, which ones we want. We'll do a pink one there. No real rhyme or reason. Now we got to decide about the grass. This one, I don't know. Let me see something. Let me see. Ooh. I think I like, I'll cut the stems obviously, but what if we do a couple of these at the bottom? Make this one a little extra, read all about it. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Annette. Y'all are twisting. I see you. What do you guys think about the bottom? Like I could go real extra and do like a whole little field at the bottom, or not. Okay, let's go ahead and attach these. Do I want one more? Sorry, y'all. Decisions are really hard. No, I don't like that. Okay, whoops. I liked it how it was. I'm just going to do 4 up here, like so. Those 4. I'm happy with that. But y'all tell me what you think on the bottom. Love the tall ones, yes. Like it just on one side on the bottom. That's a good idea too. Y'all know I'm so symmetrical. My brain just has a really hard time not. Oh no. Uh-oh. I got glue right there. You know what? It's fine. We're going to add an extra flower, I think, because it's fine. That way we cover up our glue mistake. There we go. It's fine. But yeah, that might be cute too. And I can just not be symmetrical for a minute, Okay. Wait, now that I did that, hold on, y'all. See, I'm going down a rabbit hole. No pun intended, but pun intended. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do one more. Okay, we just made it a little extra, but it's fine. I like that. Okay. This one kind of down lower, like it's at the bottom of the can. Cute. Okay, let me show you where we're at so far. Cute. Think flowers at the bottom would really add to it. All right, let's do it. But let's decide, do we want, I gotta cut these stems a little. Do we want to not be symmetrical and just do one side, or should I do both sides? Weigh in, let's see. We'll go ahead and do the one side first. I want one of them a little shorter than the other. So there's a little bit of height difference. So we'll do the yellow one a little taller. Let's get it down. Okay. Cute. And now we will, oh, that would, Pam. Okay, Melissa says both sides. Janice says 2 on just one side. Y'all, we gotta decide, Decisions. Okay, let me hold it up, show you what it looks like just on one side. That is cute. I'm not sure, y'all. I'm really torn. Y'all, one side. Y'all are saying one side. It is really cute. I think my symmetrical brain can handle it. Because honestly, I feel like this is going to be a little too much. Let's just say that we added that. It's a little too much, isn't it? We're only going to do one side, and guess what? If we have regrets at a later time, we can add to the other side. But I think that is so stinking cute, you guys. What do y'all think? Love it, love it. Okay, now we have to vote on a favorite, okay? And then I'm going to show you my twist situation. And then, you guys, I've got about 10 more minutes. I don't be going anywhere because y'all are going to want to see this surprise for sure. But then after me is Betsy with Be Good's Lettering. And she is so sweet and so talented. And I know she's going to have something really great to share with you guys. So if you are not familiar, like, be sure you go to the Jingle and Mingle Facebook group, and that is where all of these presenters are going to be, you know, either in the group or sharing their stuff into the group. You may need to refresh the page a little bit, go out, come back in as you wait on the next person. But also, every live that's happening from today and tomorrow will be put into the guides tab of the Jingle Mingle Facebook group. They will be available in the group for 30 days. After 30 days, Facebook deletes our stuff. We have no control over that. But my video will be going on my YouTube channel after the 30 days as well. So you'll still be able to watch it. Oh, good. I'm glad y'all like them on one side. So anyways, you'll be able to watch it there. But okay, to recap, we have now done 4 projects. We did 2 in a picture frame. So this is the Amazon picture frame, Kirkland's picture frame. And then we also did, I did this one, you know, not today, prior today, to today. This one, ooh, I can't wait to see Melissa. And then this one. So I don't know what my favorite is. I truly don't. I mean, they're all just so cute. We just can't go wrong, right? Oh, I was going to show y'all this too. This was when I showed you guys that textured flower printable bundle earlier. Here's a project that I did with that one. Thank you for dropping the link to the Facebook group. Thank you. Yeah, I could add a flower with no stem to the other side too. True. But then I would feel like I need to add a few. I don't know. I'm going to stare at it for a little while like this. And if I decide I want to add more, I definitely can go back and do that. I'm running out of room, y'all. That's a good problem to have, right? Okay, so what I want to show you guys next, I told y'all about the Printable Club, and obviously if you guys enjoyed this today, if you like these types of projects, crafts, and even if you're not crafty, every single month I have designs like this one that are just literally print and frame, whether that's an 8x10 frame, 5x7, 4x6, even some of these square ones, y'all, you can get wherever a square one is. Right there, square. You can get 8x8 picture frames. You can get 6x6s. So, I mean, they are literally able to be printed and framed, or you can obviously craft with them too. So I would love to have you guys in the Printable Club. Like I said, the link is up there. But also, something that I'm doing coming up. Oh, Dina, I love that. You'll have to send me a picture for sure. Something that I'm doing coming up on April 7th, every year around my birthday's April 3rd, I host a printable party, and the printable party is free. It's going to be right on my Facebook page. But in order to have a printable party, I have to be able to give you guys a free printable to craft with and to create with, right? So I'm about to show you, drum roll please, which it fell on the floor earlier when I knocked all these other ones over. It's fine. I'm going to show you the free printable, and then I'm going to show you the project that we'll be creating on April 7th. So you guys can get this freebie now. The link, oh, there's, Lacey's got it, in the comments for you guys. It's also in the description of the video, or if you comment wildflower, if you're on my page and not inside the group, it will send the link to your messenger. But here's the printable bundle you guys can get for free, with a capital free, okay? 100% free. It is this beautiful wildflower printable bundle. Here is page 1, page 2, and page 3. This one is neutral so that it can, oh, Deanna, that's awesome. We're almost birthday twins. This one can be used any time of year. Like, it would be beautiful for right now for spring, but also could be left out year round. But we got to take a minute because this one has some beautiful, beautiful texture too. It's just so gorgeous. Thank you, Amy B. Amy B also put the link to the giveaway in the comments. If you guys have not registered for our big giveaway, every single person who's a participant in Jingle and Mingle is donating something, and one lucky lady will be winning it all. It's like a $900, almost $900 value. So be sure you guys register for the giveaway. Thank you, Amy, for that link and the reminder. So this is the printable. You can get it for free. And then do y'all want to see what we're going to create with it? I'm very excited about this. My OGs will know there was this project that I did years ago, and with this piece from Hobby Lobby, and then Hobby Lobby stopped selling that piece, and everybody was sad because we couldn't make that, and it was a fan favorite kind of project. Well, I'm not letting that get me down. I have found a way to recreate that popular project from back in the day. We don't need no Hobby Lobby, y'all. We got this. This is the project that we will be making with the Wildflower Meadow printable bundle. It is this interchangeable frame. It is stunning, and it's a staple piece of decor. Like, this is something you could hang on a wall, you could put on a bookshelf, whatever, leave it up year round, and then we're gonna make it interchangeable so that you can change out your printable right in the middle of this. We've got some fun things up our sleeves for what we're gonna be doing going forward with this project, but how stinking gorgeous is that? And what did I do with it? Oh, and or, as always, if you're like, but Stacy, I'm not crafty, no worries. You can literally print, frame, put it in this is a Home Goods picture frame that I just printed this on cardstock paper. Any place that makes copies will print these for you. So I use the UPS store a lot. They know me by name there, and they have great quality printers. So have a place like that, or Staples, Office Depot, even your local library print for you. You can literally put it in a picture frame, or you can get crafty with it. So yay, I'm glad y'all love it. Thank you, Lori and Linda. Chandra, thank you. Pam says, yay, I wanted that other one. I know, let me show y'all. I pulled this out the other day. I'll show you the original just so you can kind of see the difference. And then I gotta hop off of here because Betsy's gonna be waiting to start her live. But this was the original. I know it's backwards, but it says joy. And then this is the recreation. Pretty darn similar, right? Pretty darn similar. So it would be pretty layered with one of the arches. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. So I would love to have you guys for the printable party too. There's lots of fun printable stuff coming up. Do y'all have any questions real quick before I hop off of here? Thank you so much for joining me today. This was loads of fun. We have so much cute stuff. It's gonna make, or already has made, decorating my house for spring easy because I've had so many cute things that I could just put in picture frames. I've got a few things in my kitchen that are literally just picture frames with my printables. So it can be as easy as that, or obviously it can be as complicated as you want, and you can do all kinds of crafts. Sometimes we do stuff with specialty papers and different things like that. Oh, Penny already downloaded hers. I love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. When you go to that link for the freebie, you'll just put in your name, your email address, and it will get sent to your email. So you guys could be printing it today. So the other frame, Deanne, was from Kirkland. So the little one was Amazon and the big one was Kirkland's, or they're both 8x10s, but you know, that one's a little larger or whatever. So anywho, thank you guys. I'm glad y'all loved it. This was so fun. I had a great time hanging out with you. Enjoy the rest of Jingle and Mingle. Go watch Betsy next. Again, Joan, the link for the giveaway is in the Jingle Mingle Facebook group under Guide 2, I believe it is. Amy also put it in the comments a minute ago too. But all right, y'all, I gotta go. It's 2 o'clock. Y'all go watch Betsy. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you watch on replay, let me know you were here. All the things. Y'all, it's hard to stick to an hour sometimes. Okay, bye y'all.